So today we will start with yet another important topic, that is mineral resources. I want you to see this presentation. After that, you still have any queries, and after this presentation, there is something called as HOTS, HOTS, HOTS. I shall be giving you, like how I gave you the notes for natural vegetation, similar kind of thing I'll be implementing for the mineral resources. And I assure you that after taking down those notes, I don't feel that you will have any need to even open up your textbooks. Those notes will cover 1 mark question, 2 mark question, give reasons based on this, subject subjective questions with respect to coal, iron, copper, manganese, and aluminium. Now, somebody please tell me, in your revised edition of books, what all minerals are included? Renuka, can you give me a feedback on that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, there is iron ore,
Iron.
manganese,
Yes.
copper, and bauxite.
And
And
yeah.
no, sir, aluminium is not there.
Aluminium is a part of bauxite. Okay.
Okay, sir. And sir, in the reduced syllabus given, bauxite is removed.
Bauxite is removed. Okay. You have received the official reduced syllabus from the school, which is given by the board.
Yes, sir. For the
Okay.
first assessment.
Okay. What we will do is that we'll study bauxite, keep it ready, so that in case if at all is there a change in the reduced syllabus and it happens that it is once again included, then we can still study and we have the notes with us. So without wasting time, I want you to see this video today on the mineral resources. Or rather, what I'll do is that today I'll explain you. You can see the part of it afterwards. Now, if you take minerals, can anyone tell me what is the meaning of minerals? Aditya Gupta, what is the meaning of minerals?
Sir, minerals are found in the ground by
Okay.
mining.
Okay, your answer is minerals are found in the ground. Anyone else can help him to correct his add a little extra value to that answer. What are
Sir, minerals have definite chemical and physical properties.
definite physical and chemical properties? Can I just add that minerals are the purest form of elements found in the rocks and in the lithosphere? Can we add this like this? That minerals are the inorganic elements, purest elements. Some may be having compound nature also, where they're a mixture of two, like carbonates and bicarbonates.
Sir, can you repeat the definition? So, can we write it?
Yeah, you can write it as minerals are inorganic substances. Minerals are inorganic substances. Minerals are inorganic substances
Yes, sir.
with specific chemical composition. Found in rocks and lithosphere. Now, if we were to classify minerals, we can classify the minerals in three major categories. I think those classifications are given in your book also. Minerals can be classified broadly under metallic, non-metallic, and mineral fuels. Under the metallic, you can have forms of iron or ferrous, that is iron, manganese, cobalt, nickel. Some of the non-ferrous are copper, lead, bauxite. And under the precious are gold, diamond, platinum. Do you want to write this classification?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'll go very slow. Give first central theme, you give it as mineral. In the flow chart, you give it as minerals. Under the mineral, make three subheadings. First is metallic. Can I know how many of you are taking down, other than Renuka and Devashri? How many of you people are taking down this all?
Sir,
Can
I am
you-
also writing.
Can you just raise your hands so that I can come to know how many are? Sharanya is writing, Devashri is writing, Nidhi is writing. Okay, good. Good. Fine, guys. Gauri, why are you not writing? Or you have it in your book?
Sir, I raised my
Oh,
hand.
okay,
Maybe
okay.
I've lowered just now.
So under the metallic, again, you make three columns: ferrous, non-ferrous, and precious. Under the ferrous, you write manganese, cobalt, iron, and nickel. Again, I'll repeat: manganese, iron, cobalt, and nickel under the ferrous. Under non-ferrous, you write copper, lead, bauxite. Under the precious, you write gold, silver, and platinum. Then in the second category, you write non-metallic. Non-metallic. In that you write mica, sulfur, potash, nitrates, and diamond.
Yes, sir, written.
Yeah. In mineral fuels, that is the last, in the third category, you can write coal and petroleum. Coal and petroleum and natural gas. Now this basically, third heading is mineral fuels. Mineral fuels. Shantanu, you want to ask something, beta?
No, sir. No, sir. Sorry, sir. I forgot to keep my hand up.
Now, there are two processes by which these minerals are obtained from the Earth's crust. The digging which is done on the surface of the Earth is called as quarrying, and one which is dug deep inside or done with the help of dynamites by exploding the mountain ranges is known as mining. And where the minerals are found, it is called as mineral ore. Now, why it is called as a ore? Why not only just minerals? Because all these minerals are not found in their free state. They are always associated and combined with some impurities or some other minerals like silica. I'm sure you must have done your metallurgy chapter, must have started in school, in which you have iron purification, aluminum purification. Have you all started metallurgy in chemistry?
No, sir.
No? Okay. When you will start metallurgy, you will understand that aluminium does not, or bauxite does not come as bauxite or aluminium. It is always associated with some impurities along with it, or it is joined to some other, it is joined to some other mineral, and then we have to carry on the purification methods of separation. Now, these can be physical, these can be chemical, okay? And then finally we get the desired metal. Even in the fuels, the petroleum is a broad word. Your petroleum is then fractionally distillated. I hope, do you know the meaning of fractional distillation? Okay, when we come to that petroleum part, I'll explain you what is meant by fractional distillation. Now, these all minerals, some of them are non-renewable sources. They are exhaustible, like that of your coal. Okay. We'll come to that afterwards. We'll start with the iron. Iron in India, the credit goes to the Tatas. I remember when I went for my first ICC training program at Calcutta, our Gitanjali passes during the daytime, Gitanjali Express passes through the Tata Nagar. Jamshedji Tata was the one person who started the iron industry in India. And Tatas have been dominating it since then till today's date. Now, I wish that instead of wasting our time, you all please start writing those hots which I am going to give, because other than this, nothing is asked in the ICC exam. And this, please do this. Do not skip this chapter. Do not keep it for option, because this chapter is clubbed with conventional and non-conventional source of energies. These two other chapters. And these three chapters मिला के आपको 10 mark का, it's a cakewalk. Please do not keep this chapter for option. 10 mark ऐसे ही आंख बंद करके मिल जाते हैं, provided you study. Okay. Now something we will start with the first thing, some first question which is asked in these minerals is, what is the significance of XYZ mineral? That means they give you, with reference to iron, give the significance of it. With reference to coal, give the significance of it. With reference to bauxite, give the significance of it. So please write down these points which are giving, I'm giving these 3 to 4 points only, you mug up, or 5 points which I'll give. This will be the entire soul and gist of the iron, which you can put it down if the question comes for giving the significance of iron ore. So I'm waiting just for 2 minutes till you gather your pen, pencil, rubber, notebooks, and then just one by one, without anything, just give me thumbs up. Once all the thumbs ups are ready, I'll drink them and I'll start my note giving. But please, for God's sake, my humble heart jod ki binti hai, please don't do it like last time. Please write this down. Because what I am going to give has been asked from the past 10 years only. Start taking out the notebooks and please give me thumbs up one by one or your hand, so that I can know that you are all ready. Because I don't want anyone to say, sir, please repeat, please tell that. Diya, Nidhi, Parthoba, अरे झोपलास का? Aditya, Diya, I'll wait only for another 2 minutes, guys, and I'll start. Now, significance. The iron and steel industry is a backbone of every industry.
Sir, are you telling the significance?
Yes, my dear. Iron and steel industry is the backbone of each industry.
Sir, iron and steel are the backbone
Of every industry, starting from heavy industry, comma, locomotives, manufacturing of arms, construction, railways, transport, shipbuilding, and automobile. In India, Jamshedji Tata, started the Tata industry, I'll just give you the name of that industry from the mineral base industry. There is name for it. Just a minute, hold on, I'll give it to you. Rourkela, Visakhapatnam, Mini Steel Industries, Tata and Iron Steel. It is known as Tata and Iron Steel. Okay. It is located at Jamshedpur. Please write these things, two things also. It is located at Jamshedpur. Tata Iron and Steel Company, that is TISCO. Now please write the this thing also. Abbreviation for it in bracket. All the letters should be in capital. TISCO. It was started by Jamshedji Tata in year 1907. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the significance of iron. Okay. Now you will write types of iron. Types of iron. Magnetite. 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 In bracket write the purest form of iron. The purest form of iron. The 2-mark questions are asked or half-mark question is asked. In this, give the purest form of iron, give the purest form of coal, give one onshore oil field, one offshore oil field. Such half marks question compare karke, they give you 3 marks or 2 marks question. So this half mark question is magnetite, the purest form, hematite, and limonite. Limonite. Limonite is the impurest form of iron. Now in magnetite, write 70 to 80% of iron. There only in bracket you write 70 to 80% of iron. Hematite 60% of iron. These percentages also do mean a lot.
So can you repeat for hematite?
Hematite is 60% and limonite is 50%. Now distribution. Now please note, write it down, this rule somewhere. Write this rule somewhere where you will be able to, you can see this rule. Whenever in this minerals, you are asked say supposing you are asked a district place, you are supposed to write the state along with it. If you do not write the state along with it, you do not get the marks. It is expected of you. No one will tell you this, not even your teacher will be able to tell you this. Many people lose their marks. I don't know why council does not send these guidelines to each in school. That is a $1 billion mark question in this world. But please always remember, for example, Jharia is a district in Jharkhand. Jharkhand is a state. Jharia is a district. Singhbhum is a district. It is in Jharkhand. So you should write, if you are asked to write, the question will come, give two, or like this, give one iron ore or iron field, coal field, or you may be given as give two Gondwana coal fields, give tertiary coal fields. When these type of questions are asked, and they are asked every year, you take any past 10 years, you will find these type of questions asked for 2 marks and 3 marks, in which you are expected to write the district as well as the state. So please write this. And if you are not asked, if you are asked places, like say if you are asked Chennai is a place, then you are supposed to write the district place. If you are given district place, you are supposed to write the state along with it. They very specifically mentioned that give the district. Then along with the district, you have to write the state name. If they ask you name of the places, you need to write the district place also. There, if you don't write the state name, it is okay. But you should know the district and state and district places names. So please take down. Now Chhattisgarh is a state. In Chhattisgarh, which are the district places which you will get? Bastar, Bastar is a district place in Chhattisgarh. Then Rajhara in Durg. Now this you can write Chhattisgarh as Bhilai and Durg also. You don't write that Rajhara. No one is going to ask you that Rajhara. You write Chhattisgarh, Bhilai and Durg. Chhattisgarh, Bastar. Written about Chhattisgarh, and you
Yes,
should be
sir.
very proud that India manufactures one of the best qualities of iron. And do you know where it has been manufactured? Just any guesses by chance? How many of you have gone to Goa on holidays? Just raise your hands. When you cross over the Juari Bridge, there is a saltwater river. That saltwater river is very famous for the man-eating crocodiles. Okay, and its backwater you can get many man-eating crocodiles. Now, when I was a medical representative and as an area manager, I had 7 days working in Goa. So I used to take those local pilots. Now you don't know what is pilots. Pilots is that you go, there used to be, nowadays I don't know whether it is there or not. I'm not often gone to Goa. But at Kadamba bus stop, there used to be the Goan people with their motorcycles. Okay. Now you could negotiate with them 500 rupees per day or 300 rupees or 400 rupees per day. And then from Panjim to Vasco, from Panjim to Fonda, or Panjim to Mardol. So all these places you could do it in 300 rupees, sit at the back, enjoy the countryside Goa, and used to take Patra. Patra is Sahib. In Marathi you call it Sahib. In Goan language it is called as Patra. Kitna kare Patra? Okay. So you sit with that patra and move around. So in that time, this mining, I'm talking about 20 years back की बात, and Mittal नाम का जो एक British resident millionaire है, he became millionaire only by importing the best quality. His name was in Times, and that was a time when he gave the interview that I buy the iron. Mittal नाम का नाम है उसका, Mittal, a British resident, Indian resident. उस समय वो world's richest man था. And he said that I buy only, I trust India's iron from Goa. Okay, so you should be proud of it. Why I told all diversification was to establish the importance of India. Because this month is August and we are nearing to the feeling proud moment. Then Goa, this Bicholim, take the spelling, Bicholim, Bicholim. Then Marma Goa Port, yes, Lakshmi Mittal, yes. Thank you very much. I was not getting his first name. Lakshmi Mittal, yes.
Sir, can you repeat the second one?
Marma Goa Port.
So what was that Lakshmi?
Mittal, the name of that millionaire whom I was talking about.
Oh, acha, okay.
Yeah, and you still go, you will find that red color soil because of the iron oxide. And today also I am telling, but it is very sad. I think I visited almost 5 years back to Goa. It was a very bad sight for me. Goa has lost its all cultural heritage. Just as a diversification has taken place. You people have visited Goa with those bridges and all. I have visited Goa with my own scooter. I used to travel from Kolhapur. It takes about, by scooter with via Fonda Ghat, it takes only 4 hours to reach. And when you enter Marma Goa and when you go to Panjim, we used to have a ferry. We had to board our motorcycles along with that in that ferry. Motorcycles, cars, cycles, everything. And that ferry used to take us into Panjim, and then we used to move into with our motorcycles inside it. This is how we 4-5 representatives, we used to go from Kolhapur to Goa on the motorbikes. Okay, those were the very beautiful days of my life. And that time's Goa, 40 years back, Goa was absolutely, and that time Goa was not a state. It was not a state, it was a union territory. And there were no taxes. It was a very cheap place, very, very orthodox Portugal culture was there. It was a very sweet place to go. Okay. If time permits, I'll entertain you with one of my Goan song. Okay. It's a beautiful, this song used to be played on that ferry when we used to go. Okay, I'll surely do the favor of make you listen this beautiful song before we end. Right? Then coming to Jharkhand. Jharkhand is a state, let me tell you. Chhattisgarh, Goa, Jharkhand, these are states. Jharkhand, you have Singhbhum. Mind you, in Jharkhand, Singhbhum is an iron ore field and Zaria is a coal field. While plotting the maps, you will be given plot the largest coal field. It is Jharia. Plot the largest iron field. It is Singhbhum. Do not mistaken it. And this one name is more than enough for you. Jharkhand Singhbhum, as it is there for you. Write one more. Jharkhand Bokaro. Bokaro Iron and Steel Factory is very famous. And Jamshedpur. Jharkhand, Bokaro, Jamshedpur. Okay. Then West Bengal. West Bengal. The district places are Asansol, Asansol, and Durgapur.
Sir,
Please,
can you repeat?
Asansol, 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 and Durgapur. Please learn them like this only. West Bengal, Asansol, Durgapur, Jharkhand, Singhbhum, Bokaro. Maharashtra. Maharashtra. Chandrapur, Nagpur, Kamptee. You will be surprised. You will be saying, "Sir, आप सब जगह कैसे क्या पहुंच सकते हो?" But when I was working for my Bayer India Limited, in our Bayer India Limited, I was working for the diagnostic division, in which we have only instruments, medical instruments. And for that, what happens is that, unlike, you don't have to have so many representatives. One man covers almost 3 states. So I was covering, I'll tell you, I was covering Maharashtra, Goa, Chhattisgarh. Okay. So entire right from Pune to the north of Maharashtra was my beat. Right from Pune to south of Maharashtra, that is Goa, was my beat. Then Chhattisgarh, Bhilai, Durg, all these places, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, Itarsi, and all these places was my, Bhopal was my beat. So this is how, and some part of Karnataka, Belgaum and Nipani. So this is how I traveled a lot in my career. And this traveling gave me a benefit that today I can talk and tell you so many things because I kept my eyes and ears open. So when you also travel, keep, geography is just not, geography is what, learning your India. What is India? I always tell my kids. So if you keep your eyes open, things become very easy for you. Odisha.
Sir, can you repeat the last place in Maharashtra?
Kamptee. Kamptee is a very well-known place.
So Nagpur, Kamptee
And Chandrapur. Kamptee is very famous. I'll tell you, when you go to Nagpur, Akola, Amravati, Nagpur, Wardha, Kamptee, I have visited all these places. Now those iron ores have been shut down because there is no more iron ore now. To that extent, the पहले जितना माइनिंग हुआ करता था, अभी उतना माइनिंग नागपुर और ये जितने भी मैंने प्लेसेस बोले, अब वहां पे नहीं होता. लेकिन if you go to Nagpur, you will understand why Nagpur is called as the second capital of India, of Maharashtra. Beautiful, very well planned city. Once though I had thought of that, why not I go and settle down? Only thing is that heat is too much. I have worked in 51 and 52 degrees centigrades without any cover to my head. Okay, that's the only problem. Otherwise, Nagpur in rains and Nagpur in winters is a paradise. It's beautiful place. And people are also very loving, kind-hearted. Ekdam dil khulas log hai. Gyano Bappa. Okay. Kabe. Lovely people. And lovely area also. You should see those iron ores and iron fields when you travel in the interiors of Nagpur and Wardha, and they're beautiful to see with those Adivasis living over there. Then Madhya Pradesh, Balghat, Madhya Pradesh, Balghat and Jabalpur. Odisha, Mayurbhanj. Just one name you remember. Odisha, Mayurbhanj. Now just make a star mark over there. And these are some of the most branded names of iron and steel companies. Okay. Tisco, I have told you, present in Jamshedpur. ISCO, ISCO. ISCO. Now this ISCO is a Bharat Sarkar ka upakram. That is undertaking of Government of India. It is in Asansol in West Bengal. Then HCL in Durgapur, that is also in H capital, S capital, L capital. Please write these names. Tisco, then IISCO, ISCO in Asansol, HLC in Durgapur. Then Tamil Nadu, Salem and Warangal, it is called as Warangal, WRANGL, Warangal, and Salem, SALEM, Salem. Rajasthan, Udaipur. That finishes your entire iron. My guys, little difficult task on your part, but please learn this. If you have to write them 50 times, write them 50 times. If you have to by heart them 100 times, by heart 100 times. But these states and their district places, please learn them by heart.
And sir, uses of iron?
Okay, we have done it in the significance. The same can be you can write them in the uses.
So which book you are referring?
I am referring 3 books: Morning Star, Frank, and Expedition.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. So it's wherever I have found out these names have come in the past 10 years, I'm telling you all those. Now, as I promised, we are going to go very slow because we are well ahead of the time for our completion of the portion. We've already completed 4 chapters. We are well ahead. So today we will stop at the iron. Okay. Next time we will continue with manganese. It's another important, what you can say, mineral used in various reasons. You will see various reasons where it is used. Then we'll see bauxite. We'll see copper.